Man, so
I was so happy that WatchDogMan gave him that work, man.
Gee, I was so, because I had so much suspicion that WatchDogMan was a real one, because he had that stale Saitama face.
Exactly.
So it was like, you know, he's real, and now they like confirmed that he's like, oh, he's a real one. He didn't even try. He was like, shake. Oh, okay. All right, you done? And he didn't know what he did to hit him. Like, but he just was like, ooh, like, he was just like, did he even punch him? Like, what did the dog do?
Yo, Mr. Good Guy here, aka MGG, and you just joined a decent crew. We're just a group of guys who discuss, review, rank, and poke fun at all the things we love and hate in manga, anime, and everything else. So sit back and relax, because it's all decent over here, man. Run it.
Vision and now it is. I've been working on this record for a minute. Still I feel like nothing that I do is good enough. My insecurities are prevalent, so they will seep into the music. And it's funny when other people see your pen as I'm using the.
So we can move on to OnePunch Man chapter 75 to 76, which is probably
you said 75?
75 and 76, which is probably like 100 and something, 113, 112.
77 was released.
Oh, so it's maybe 76 and 77. Sorry.
I'll be playing with my motion smoking.
Hey man.
Really? That's what 76 was? Oh fuck.
Oh, the booty hole. Oh,
I did not know it was that chapter.
Yeah, we're gonna do OnePunch Man 76 and 77. Have fun.
Yeah, fuck it. I guess we'll call 76 the booty hole chapter.
Hey man.
In which we see, I don't even remember his name. The naked.
Is it? Oh, I was gonna say Nasty Masculine. That's Bleach.
You know, you guys know.
Is it Puri Prisoner? There we go.
You would remember his name.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so we see.
Hard to mess out that demon.
So we see. I'm not gonna put the respect on his name because he out here fighting him off with his naked tail. Nobody want to see all that, bro. So he's
Didn't he do it in the last one though?
You talking about when he got murked by the fishman? Yep.
That's how he unlocks his full power. He being naked as hell.
I mean, the nigga does stay fighting naked, so
right.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, even in jail.
All I'm saying is I'll be blind if I had to fight the man like this. But he's fighting this fucking porcupine, this giant porcupine, and basically while he's fighting this creature or whatever, he's trying to fight it, but every time he tries to, hit it or whatever, of course, the what do you call them? Quills. The quills on this giant ass porcupine, stabs him up all over the place. In which there are these humans watching the fight from this building very far away, and they're sitting here like, hold on, if he can't fucking touch it, why doesn't he just use that big ass chain that's hanging from his damn leg? So they're trying to yell, yo, use the fucking chain on your leg. And he's misunderstanding them, thinking, oh yeah, guys, don't cheer him, you should be running away or whatever. In which he sits there and thinks, and he comes up with this quote unquote great idea. Oh, if I can't attack it, maybe I can defeat it with love. And hold on, did I miss it? Yeah, so he runs up on it and gives it the hugest pause hug of a lifetime, and eventually kills it. Gives himself an L, but I'm pretty sure. But everybody was like, "Yeah, this motherfucker dumb as hell." And then his butt starts vibrating, and he pulls a phone out of his butt crack. And
this part is really weird.
And he finds out that his
boys that he's probably captured and raped continuously have been taken. That's what I'm assuming. All of my honeys in my sweet home have been kidnapped. So he has a bunch of prisoners.
How is he a hero?
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what's blowing me. I'm like, wait. So he's captured a bunch of boys in his house, and he's all right. Whatever. No comment. Anyways, yeah, continue to overview. That part kind of tweaked me out.
The rapist hero.
Yeah, man.
So
see why they put him in jail.
But he breaks out.
That's a problem. That's a problem. No, but that's a serious concept they brought up. What happens if you have like someone who's like technically a hero, but they do things like rape people or whatever? You know what I mean? Like in his case, it's like he's so strong that they can't really keep him in jail. You know what I mean? Like they can't, because he's an S-class hero. He can like pretty much just break out and he can fight evenly with most of the S-class heroes or whatever.
But they can't.
So they just kind of let him do what he wants, whatever he wants to do.
Use to contain this man.
They did. Like he pretty much stays in prison like when he wants to, for as long as he wants.
Like he locks himself up.
Yeah, exactly. Like he goes in there by choice, and he's like, "Well, today I'll be out."
Because that's the only place he can rightfully rape mom.
I think so.
That's so fucked up, dude. Yeah. What?
But think about it. We did have a world of that. What can you really do? Like, there's somebody that's decently strong, and they like do that, but they still are a hero at the same time. But they do shit like that on the side. Do you kill them, or do you just let them? You just pretend like that shit is not happening to those boys?
Well,
because he's really pissed about his prisoners. I hope they turn all his prisoners into monsters, because clearly they need some saving, dude. I don't think they want to go back there. I don't think they want to go back there at all.
I'm guessing some of them might.
They might all kill his ass on the low. He might. Well, I mean, they might not be able to, but you know what I mean. Like, he might go to like the demon place to try and free them, and they'd be like, "No, they all hated you for what you did to them, so we turn them all into monsters." And they'd be like, "I bet we finna run. Now it's time for us to get our revenge for all that shit he was doing to us."
But then he's still gonna rape them.
I mean, as monsters?
Yes. You saw what Suiryu did to these. Think about it. Suiryu. Yeah. He was fucking up people who are martial artists.
Yeah.
That turned into monsters.
Right.
Monsters.
No, you're right.
These are regular ass niggas turned into monsters. They ain't gonna be shit. So he gonna still be raping their ass.
Ah, man, they should die, man. They should hopefully die in that fight.
He's gonna bring them. He's gonna still bring them to his jail.
Yeah.
As monsters and continue raping them. What? Oh, this nigga goes to jail at the end of the day and talking about, yeah, let me go rape these monsters real quick.
Some people just can't have good lives, man. No matter what they do.
That's fucked up, though. Yeah, so let's get up off this topic because we got fucking time, man. Right. So we go back to Saitama. He's finally running up into the city or whatever, and he sees that the city's in shambles. All of the monsters are gone. Some of them have been defeated by Puri Prisoner and all of these other heroes. And basically he's like, fuck, all this stuff happened while I was at this weak ass tournament. Meanwhile, the rest of the world was in panic or whatever. I could have been out here just wrecking shit. So that was the end of that chapter. And then the chapter after that, we see Saitama running into King, in which they have the realest nigga moments in the whole show.
It's like this is just real nigga moment chapter, dude. Yeah, in general, just multiple real nigga moments happen. This
was the realest, So basically, Saitama's having.
I didn't ask him to shake.
So Saitama's having a conversation with King, in which Saitama's basically saying, "Yeah, I don't feel anything or whatever. I'm bored as fuck with this hero stuff." Because I'm just too strong. I can't put any emotion in any of my fights. In which King is like, basically spitting hella life bars at him. In which I think the favorite one to me was like, yeah, you might be the strongest hero, but that don't mean you're the best hero because you don't portray these qualities of a top hero and things like that. Mm-hmm. Kind of like, shout out to All Might. And
shout out to my nigga All Might.
In which Saitama just brushes off everything King says, mostly because he got all of this shit from a comic book, but it's still hella bars. And when King was like, alright, if you really want to find something to try to overcome or whatever, how about you try to beat me in a video game? In which Saitama was like, yeah, I don't really feel like doing that either. And he was like, and then King was like, you know what? How about I try to make it fair for you then? I'm gonna use 2 fingers against your ass to try to make it kind of fair. And Saitama was like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking crush you, G. In which at that point we see Garou walking up in their direction. He's fucking destroyed because he realized that WatchDogMan was a real nigga. He wasn't ready at all. Let's go. Bark.
The level of shitting on him he did.
So we found out that this nigga Garou tried to run up on him, tried to hit his ass with that water rock smashing fist, whatever you want to call it. My nigga WatchDogMan said, "Oh, you want to shake hands? Okay, shake hands." Garou tried to hit his ass with another one. Shake hands. Garou tried to hit his ass with another one. Shake hands. He's like, "Gee, ain't nobody fucking tell you to shake hands, bro." And then WatchDogMan proceeded to just go in on his ass on easy mode for one, and he didn't change his facial expression at all.
The funniest part is the hype he tried to put on the fact that he was the dog. He was like, his animalistic movements are like, I haven't prepared in martial arts for basically like fighting an animal or whatever. Like, that shit blew me. Like,
all I'm saying is, WatchDogMan is the furry version of Saitama. I feel like, well, I'll get into that after the overview. So basically, Garu's like, oh fuck, that's King over there. I might low-key have a little bit of strength left to try to run up on him and see how strong he really is. So he starts to run at him full speed. He's like, all right, let me start observing him, because I'm pretty sure King already got like a bunch of moves, so he's about to whip out of my ass
cool.
as soon as I get close to him.
I'm glad you put respect on that part. Where it was like 20 kings dodging around.
No, I didn't think it was like him dodging. I thought it was showing like different ways he could try to attack him or whatever. Like all the different ways that King was thinking about how to fuck him up or whatever.
Oh, I thought it was showing like, oh, this nigga was already prepared to dodge any moves. Like he's consistently like moving in all of these like different positions, so that like if you try to hit him, like he's already like in this mode. You know what I mean? Like, but he's just moving so fast that it looks like he's like just doing this shit, but he's really like blocking all the time. Like I'm like, yo, that's funny as hell, dude. That shit blew me.
That shit.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was like he's literally like standing there, but he's moving so fast in all of these different positions.
He's so fast that he's basically like 10 niggas at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Like just like, oh no. So you gotta read like the exact moment he's like, oh, if he's right here, I gotta like hit him there or whatever. Like he was trying to predict.
But then you have to be fast enough to fucking see that he's at that position.
Yeah, which is funny as hell because you know he's not doing any of these moves. So it's like if he was actually like he's just making shit. He's like making shit up. He's literally just
everybody's making up hype. Yeah, the ultimate hype on this guy.
And he's not even the top S class. That's what's hilarious.
Exactly. So
it's like he's somewhere in the middle of that shit.
It's almost like he's essentially the strongest person in the S class.
Yeah, even though he's not.
Even though he doesn't have the highest ranking. Yeah. Even though he's probably like the weakest of all regular human beings for two. But Garu runs up on him or whatever, and then Saitama just fucking kicks him out of nowhere. Like, yo, what the fuck, man? What's up with all these random people running up out of nowhere? And then as he continued walking on, Saitama was like, yeah, I also heard about this this hero hunter or whatever. It kind of reminds me of myself. King is like, what do you mean? Well, you know, in the beginning I was calling myself a hero when nobody else was trying to do the same. This random guy is calling himself a hero hunter or whatever, in which nobody else is. Well, it's calling himself a monster, in which no other humans does the same. So he's kind of like a weirdo like me. In which King is like, yeah, you are fucking weird, dude. And then Saitama was like, you never know, man. Buddy ass might actually give me some go. He might actually be the one dude that I'm out here looking for.
The one that he just kicked his ass.
That might actually give me a fucking challenge. Not even realizing that the man that he just fucking kicked through the wall was this guy that he's hoping is strong as fuck.
Right.
But I really do think that this is giving us a nice little
depth
foreshadow of what Garu is going to become at some point. But for right now, he's still just far. Man, so I was so happy that WatchDogMan gave him that work, man.
Gee, I was so, because I had so much suspicion that WatchDogMan was a real one, because he had that stale Saitama face.
Exactly.
So it was like, you know, he's real, and now they like confirmed that he's like, oh, he's a real one. He didn't even try. He was like, shake. Oh, okay. All right, you done? And he didn't even know what he did to hit him. Like, Buddy just was like, ooh, like, he was just like, what did he even punch him? Like, what did the dog do?
He bit him.
Gee, I mean, like, that alone, I don't even know why 76 is really, probably should have just skipped it, because this alone is like a lit.
Oh, yeah.
Easily, because the Life Bars Kings was dropping. The Life Bars Kings was dropping, which I thought was good because it finally added even more depth to the story, which I always see One Punch Man as very surface level, but him talking about how bored he was and King basically being like, look, dude, you're complaining about nothing because there's a whole bunch of other shit you're not good at that you could go ahead and be good at.
I think this episode basically got into the whole core of the essence of this show.
Yeah,
a guy who's bored about being the strongest hero after wanting to reach that point and realizing that it's not all that it's cracked out to be. I think that's basically the summary of what this show essentially is.
But it was also cool to see that Saitama is in love with the grind or whatever. He was basically like, yeah, it sucks not because he's like strong, he's bored all the time, but it sucks because he's never actually gonna grow. Like he likes that part of like, oh shit, I sucked and now I got better. It's like now he's like, well, I'm never gonna get better because no one is ever gonna like challenge me to be great. So that was interesting to see. And yeah, I mean, hella respect on WatchDog's name. The King, every time King is in a chapter, it's always funny. Especially if a third party is introduced.
You can basically assume that anytime they show King in a chapter, he's going to be lit.
It's always hilarious. I don't know when OnePunch season 2 is coming out, but people are going to put so much respect on King's name.
I want to see this in anime. Because that shit.
Right? I'm just saying, like, everyone that runs up on King puts false respect on him. It's just hilarious.
I can't wait to see the restaurant scene.
Right? I want to see him run into one of these demons and see if they still put the false respect on him or whatever. Like, oh shit, it's King. Like,
I'm out. Because, you know.
Because the restaurant thing, they were like, oh, we got to look for an opening. He just looks so much right. And then when they talk to her,
oh shit, it's the King engine.
Oh my god.
You can hear his killing intent.
Right? Nah, man. It's clutch.
Good God, man. He is such a real nigga. And then when he walked up to Buddy, he was like, yeah, man. This ain't what you want.
Yeah, like
he changed Buddy's whole perspective.
I was like,
talking about he's talking about some other shit. Buddy was like, fuck. He knew the whole time.
The King writing is perfectly done every time, dude. That shit is hilarious.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean,
I honestly used to not put respect on this guy's name just because he's such a phony.
Yeah.
But this guy is one of the most lit.
He has the most insane amount of luck ever.
Ultimate fool.
Like literally, he's gonna I don't know if you ever watched like those Mugen battles, but they used to have these like things where they would put up different characters like in a like cartoon format or whatever. So they would always do it with, they did one with Kira from Death Note. So you know what the Death Note concept is, right?
We write somebody's name and then they die?
Yeah, so they would put him against all the strongest characters and it would be like, ready, fight! And then he would just write their name down and they would go, like they would just die. So it was like Goku would show up, it would be Goku versus Kira. And then it would be like, fight! And then he would be like... and then Goku would just die or whatever. So what I'm saying is like, if King was in those things, it would pretty much be like, King starts and they're like, ready, fight! And then Saitama just shows up, punches the shit out of them, and then he just walks away. So it's like, everybody's an automatic KO. Like,
yep.
Shit is hilarious, but yeah, I'm ready to rate it. I don't even know what respect to put on 76's name. The poor prisoner shit is really weird.
Yeah.
But it's not weird enough to drag down the rating of 77. 77 is too lit.
It's automatic lit. Man.
It's easily a lit for me, man. I can't even. It's nothing I can argue with.
This is low key all his food luck, dude. These other niggas is all his food luck.
Oh my god, man.
Gourmet luck.
I'm saying just blah 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 blah. Pulling Saitama into the way and shit.
Yep.
Man, and
like his food luck grabbed Saitama's leg and pulled him towards
I'm too hyped because like just for them doing that to me means. I don't know if WatchDog is anywhere close to Saitama's level, but for them showing that WatchDog can casually beat somebody, I think that's the first time we've ever seen an S-Class besides Saitama fight like that, one. Yep. And two, that means like, whoever the fuck Blast is, he might actually be like legit gonna give Saitama some go. Because it's like, we've seen WatchDog, man, he's serious Blast we've never heard of, but now I'm like, yeah, this nigga might be real. Like, because I thought Saitama was like way ahead of everybody, but... I'm looking at WatchDog Man. I'm like,
let's not also forget.
Maybe.
So I think that WatchDogMan, the way he works is that he'll only fight enemies that are in his area, in his city. He's actually like a regular ass dog, in which he's territorial. In which he's basically said, all right, I'm gonna piss around this city, and if anybody comes into my city, I'm wrecking them. I think that's legitimately how he works, which is why he doesn't fight anybody outside of his city.
No.
So that's another little Easter egg to throw on his name.
That makes sense. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just lit for me.
Automatic lit. Man. It's not even a debate, man.
Right.
Yo, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video. If you want to hear some more content, check out our other videos on the channel, or you can check out our podcast, The Decent Podcast, where we talk about all this and more. Links to all of our social media will be in the description box below. In the meantime, in between time, I gotta go get something to eat. I'm out of here. Peace.
I want it all. I said I'm mentally tough. Oh, what you thought I would quit? Even on days when I feel at my worst, I will get off my ass and then get back to work. Ain't nobody gonna get it for you. Better go ahead and get it by your motherfucking self. By yourself, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna get it for you. Better go ahead and get it by your motherfucking self. By yourself, nigga. Ain't nobody gonna get it for you. Better go ahead and get it by your motherfucking self, nigga. Ain't no damn excuses. All of those are useless. I don't ever use it. Don't ever confuse it, love.